The program. All right, you're welcome to another edition of the program. City Stand. Good morning, viewers. Thank you so much for joining us this Tuesday morning. All right, the night of December 2025. What do we have on our dailies? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? All right, before going into the stories we have this morning, I need to say hi to Mafidon, who has joined us in the comment section. Say good morning to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Gladys Oyabo, we appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining us. We also have Additional Abdul. Good morning, Additional Abdul. You're welcome to the program. Vinko Mike is also here. Vinko, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this Tuesday morning. John is also here. Johnny Maff. Thank you so much for joining us. And he's saying good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning to all analysts at the stand. Yeah, good morning to you too. Raffaello has currently joined us. Yeah, he has joined us all the way from United Kingdom. And I say good morning to you, Raf Oli. You're welcome to this morning broadcast. All right, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper is here with us. We need to quickly read out the headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. All right, gunman murder, pastor's wife raise house vehicles in Anambra Church. Kill four in another community. This is on page 26 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. I'll move down to page 3. U.S. Congressman Moore says security talks with Nigeria productive. Yeah, that's a good development. U.S. Congressman Moore is happy with the security, latest development in security in Nigeria. We have it here. U.S. Congressman Moore says security talks with Nigeria are productive. Yeah, kudos to the Nigerian government on this. NSA, as National Security Advisor, hands over 100 rescue pupils to Niger State government. We are still expecting some of these abductees. Please, we still need the remaining ones back to their families. Our security agents should try as much as possible to get the remaining abductees back to their loved ones. Thank you for a job well done, the National Security Advisor and our gallant security men. All right, Tinubu in separate meetings with Fubara, 7 APC governors. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in separate meetings with Fubara, 7 APC governors. Yeah, Fubara met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Abuja yesterday. This as regards the current political unrest in Rivers State. Don't forget that 16 lawmakers plus the Speaker of Rivers State Assembly defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress last week. And Fubara has met with the President on the ongoing political developmental situation in Rivers State. On to the next one on insecurity. Miners tackle northern governors, reject call for ban on mining. Miners tackle northern governors, reject call for ban on mining. You can go to page 4 to see more on this story. Court bars Amcon appointed lawyer from representing GHL over disobedience of court order. All right, I moved down to the saga that's happened in Osun State. Osun State. That's what is trending in the country. And before we commence to the program, some of our respondents, some of our analysts were reacting to this development, which I'll be reading to everyone. I'm sure most of our viewers must have seen this report. They must have seen the video. It's a video that is currently trending in the country. All right, our First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu, clashed with Osun State Governor Adeleke on Sunday in Ile-Ife, Osun State, during an event marking the 10th coronation anniversary of Ile-Ife Yeye, where she was conferred with the chieftaincy title of Yeye, Asiwaju of Oodua. Adeleke and several dignitaries from across the country, including former President Olusegun Obasanjo incumbents and former governors, senators, and traditional rulers, were at the event. In the course of the celebration, the Osun governor went up to the podium to give a speech. In his customary style, he danced for some seconds and began singing. Then the First Lady went to him saying, I am giving you 5 minutes, just 5 minutes to finish your speech. I repeat, the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, went to Osun State Governor Adeleke and told him that she is giving him just 5 minutes to finish his speech. The music is enough. The music is enough. And your speech now. Adeleke, however, continued singing. That's he ignored the wife of the president of the country, Oluremi Tinubu. Mrs. Tinubu returned to him and said, "Oje, I want you to listen carefully." Mrs. Tinubu returned to him and said, "I will turn off the mic. Stop the music." That's what she said. "I will turn off the mic. Stop the music." Videos of the incident have since gone viral on social media in the country. Netizens are reacting to this as well as our respondents at the stand. And like I said earlier, we shall be looking at it this morning. Did Remi Tinubu overstep boundaries, by publicly scolding a sitting governor? Of course, you know that Adeleke is the chief security officer of a state, is the governor of the state, is the number one citizen. And I don't know if this is an embarrassment to the governor and to the entire people of Osun State. Now, who is more superior between the governor of the state, Adeleke, and the First Lady of Nigeria? All right, we shall be looking at it together this morning. I welcome you once again, viewers, to the great platform, City Stand. Your views, my views, everyone's views on City Stand. Everyone's views count here.
Yes.
Okay, the global analyst.
No, it's bad. Mr. Mai, let me thank you for giving me the opportunity to, like I said yesterday, this week is a week I've declared as dedicated to be me, be for my body, 30th of December, to appreciate all our global viewers over the world who have blessed everybody on this platform, particularly me that have been a beneficiary of their blessing from January to this date. I'm saying thank you to all of you, every one of you, Mrs. Tina, Dr. many of them, Beauty Prince, all of them, Pastor Nico, and you, the anchorman of this platform, the station, whom God have used for this. I'm thanking all of them that, thank God, this is do a job well done for the whole 1 year. I've been your beneficiary of your blessings. That's why I've devoted the whole of this week to thank you, to appreciate you, because you have been a kind, gesture on all of us. Yes, Mr. Mike, that matter has two sides.
Like someone said in the comment section, like husband, like wife.
No, I know. Yeah,
it's a cheaper, like husband, like wife.
It has two sides.
Agboro family.
That's number one. It's a social matter.
Okay.
Yes, it's a social matter. Social gathering. And the celebrant is Ooni of Ife, who is celebrating his 10-year coronation of being an Ooni of Ife. That one. Both Tinubu's wife and Adeleke, they are invitees. They are not the celebrants. That's truth. That's one angle of it. Number two, so no invitee has power over the rest invitee. Adeleke is an invitee. Remi Tinubu is an invitee.
What is the government?
I'm coming, Mr. Mike.
Sorry.
I'm coming. Yes, both are invitee. No invitee has power over each other. It is celebrants that has the power to decide what allocation of time or duties or possibly he wants to feature. The more the feature is at the prerogative of the celebrants. So the celebrant does not say, Mr. Man, you are having too much of my time dancing, singing. Who is Mrs. Tinubu to now usurp that responsibility, that power of the celebrant? Like I said, she's an invitee, like Governor Adeleke. So she has the power to do that. Only the celebrant can caution Mr. Governor, you are taking too much time on this aspect of your social activity you are carrying out. Number two, please, when you talk of constitutional position of governor in the country, is the head of second tier of government in Nigeria. Governor of the state is constitutionally recognized to supervise, to be over the affairs of the state. Mrs. Tinubu has no constitutional role in Nigeria. So if he leaves Abuja to a state where an official of the state is holding an event, or with this number one citizen of that state is the attendant, she must learn to queue behind that number one citizen of that state. You get my point. Mrs. Tinubu must know that Adeleke is number one citizen of Osun State. So if any individual of that state is organizing any social event whatsoever, and the state government number one citizen is invited, she has no power to usurp constitutional power position of that state governor. It's a rude development. It's a disrespect to office of governor of a state. What constitutional dues, what constitutional role that we have for president in Nigeria? Tell me which constitutional role, constitutional dues, which constitutional position we can do that for her? Nothing. She's a ceremonial person as far as president of Nigeria. No, you don't know her constitutionally in Nigeria.
The First Lady.
Yes, there's no constitutional provision recognition for her.
Someone said it.
That's the you are going the right way. You are talking of her as a wife of a president, not as senator, Mr. Mike. I understand the penalty you put up.
Okay.
I'm talking from the penalty you put up.
All right.
So if you are talking of a senator, that's a different case. You are talking of a she's no is she a senator adult if she's no longer a senator. Yeah. So she's not more than the wife of a president, of which there is no constitutional provision role which is ascribed to her. You can't compare her with a governor of a state who is number one citizen of the state and whose individual of the state is owning a social event of which he is the chief, no, I mean a guest of the day. When you have a number one state, man of your state in your celebration, is the chief guest. So who you call yourself to be, as far as state level is concerned, you are under him. Yes, particularly when you are not even official of any state government, of any federal or state. So Mrs. Tinubu was very rude to have done that with state government. Like I said initially, that it is she said that I will have gone to Adeleke and tell him, hello, the portion of time you are using is much. So anyway, that's what I say concerning that.
Yeah, I don't know how gentleman Mike feels about this development. Who was rude? Is it Adeleke or Remi Tinubu? And what does this reveal? Does it reveal a deeper political friction between presidency and the Osun State governor?
Thank you, Adeleke Michael. First, let me thank our esteemed viewers across the world. We celebrate them so much. For standing by this platform from January up to date. Thank you so much. God bless you. So to your question, the event of yesterday, for me, I think was unnecessary, and I think both parties have some issues to address, in my view, anyway. For Ademola Adeleke, I think we must begin to respect time. We must, as a people, it's not peculiar to Adeleke, as Nigerians, as Africans, we have developed a culture over the years that have zero regard for time. And we just think that we can, at the point that we even have what we call African time, unfortunately so, that we have embraced as a culture. That which simply means the simple meaning of African time is that we have no regard for time or time management. Zero regard for time and time management, and I think we must begin to correct that narrative so that we don't begin to think that that's the way people should live. So when you are invited to an occasion and time has been allotted to whatever function you have been asked to carry out, I think you should work within that time frame, despite the fact that you are the governor of the state. In my view, I think Governor Ademola Adeleke should have worked within the time, and all the unnecessary songs and dance should have been avoided and work within the time that has been given. Secondly, I also think that the manner in which Senator Oluremi Tinubu approached the matter, for me, was not also too tidy. It wasn't tidy at all. You were both guests at that event, as OJ said. I think she should have mounted pressure more on the organizers. The Oni of Ife was sitting right beside him. Should have allowed the Oni of Ife to address that matter, rather than having the walking to the podium and issue that correction and begin to warn at some point, which I feel was unnecessary. Interestingly, both of them were born in 1960, as I tried to check a couple of minutes ago. They are the same age bracket. One was May and the other was September. I think it was Remi that was September. Adeleke was May, and all of. So they are both 65 years of age. These are adults. These are grown-ups. In the Yoruba culture as well, going by the fact that that event is also happening at Ile-Ife, the headquarters of the Yoruba race. I expected culture and tradition and respect which Yorubas are known for should have also been allowed to play out in terms of having mutual respect for each other in addressing that matter. And I think that's the way I feel it
All right.
should have been handled.
Since yesterday or so, 2 days ago, the issue have been trending, and netizens are reacting to it. Now, there are some are blaming the first lady for walking up to the governor, and scolding him, and some are blaming the governor for dancing and wasting time at that event. But going by constitutional authority, who are trying to rule between the two, the governor or the first lady? Who are ranked in terms of rank? Who?
I mean, constitutionally, the office of Mr. Governor is known to the law, is known to our constitution. The office of the first lady is unknown. There's nothing like first lady in our constitution. It's a ceremonial rule, and I think it was even the wife of IBB, if I'm not mistaken, Miriam Babangida, that glamorized that office that much during Better Life for rural women and all of that in the 90s. So the office of the first lady is not known to the law. So constitutionally, it is the governor that is known, and as I said earlier, it should have been given that honor, despite the fact that I also stand against time wasting, which he is also known for, which I think somebody must put into order. But the manner in which it was done was the issue with that incident.
All right, I think you've explained that.
Yeah, yes, I also want to point that Mrs. Tinubu just exhibited arrogance, right? But we does have no constitutional backing law to back it up. It's an affront to constitutional authority. Yes, where a sitting governor, number one citizen of the state, as a chief guest of the celebration of one of his indigenes. Of course, you are not coming from elsewhere. You are not giving me instruction. It's an insult. It's an insult. It's the highest level of insult that can ever come up from anybody. Who will not be suitable, constitutionally, legally in Nigeria? Nobody knows it. No knows her. What's constitutional provision? What's her constitutional duty? A provision for her. Nobody knows it. That's why I like. That's why I respect Buhari when he says my wife, position when he was talking is the kitchen. To make sure that his wife does not come out and be arrogating herself in the public. How can a woman just go out and be desecrating a state governor, the most second tier government of a nation? It's appalling. So Mr. Tinubu needs to come out openly and apologize to people of his state that desecrated the number one state of their state. It's not done. For him, what he has done is totally unacceptable. She's wrong. She has no basis to have done that.
All right, then we move to the comment section and see the reactions of our viewers on the platform concerning this. You can see how Tinubu's wife insulted a sitting governor. This is from Oodua Chima. Yes. You can see how a sitting. You can see how Tinubu's wife insulted a sitting governor. The same thing they did in Lagos is what they want to replicate at the national level. Very pathetic.
Yes.
On to the next one. Oodua Chima says, Olajide, don't twist issues here. Don't twist issues here, okay? Did the celebrant complain? That's what Oodua Chima is saying here.
You didn't hear me, man.
All right, additional Abdul. Mr. Olajide, just say the truth. You are just roaming around. She does not have the right to do such thing. She's making it. She has politicized. Maybe she has politicized it. That's what additional Abdul is trying to say. Yeah,
you didn't hear me properly. You didn't hear me well. I don't think you should see my Abdul hear me well. I didn't think they heard me. They didn't hear me well. Oh. Yeah, or else they are biased. Or let me not take it that they are biased. They are compromised mind. I said Tinubu has no constitutional power to do that. She's wrong. She's an liberty. So
That's what you said.
because the organization was fighting like Adeleke too. Adeleke should be chief guest
Officer.
yes.
Okay, so
Yes, chief guest of the state. So she has no constitution, she has no right to amend that. To have inserted a chief law officer of the state. That's what I said. And I said, if I thought there was going to be any complaint at all, she said man will have gone to Adeleke and caution him, not Tinubu's wife. She's a guest like Governor Adeleke. And I even said, Governor Adeleke hold important position, important personal position than Mr. Tinubu in that state, in that way, because he is the executive governor of the state, number one, officer of the state, second, either of a second tier of government of a nation. Who is Tinubu wife? That's what I'm saying. How you are hearing me right now? Who is Tinubu wife? Nobody knows her constitutionally, by right, by law, by anything. It's at the discretion of the president to give her exposure. So if she goes anywhere in Nigeria, particularly any state where a state governor is residing, his state is present, she must conduct herself under that state governor. That's the head of a second tier of the government. That's what I'm saying. I hope that you have covered enough.
Okay, before we move to another topic this morning, I want you to also give your this trending issue. How would you describe the action of the First Lady at that event?
Very embarrassing from the president. No, let's not even look at whether he's the wife of the president or whatever it is, but look at the where the husband is, the president of Nigeria, and this is the wife of the president behaving like a tout in the public. It's unfortunate. I think by now this is a treasonable felony. In a normal thing, I think the woman should be questioned by DSS or picked up. You are obstructing a sitting governor that has not violated any constitution law known to Nigerians.
Maybe she believes she's superior to Adeleke in protocol.
Well, you saw this man beat up Dino Melaye in the Senate. The same woman. When she was in the Senate, you saw the kind of thing that always comes from her. Not only that, when in Lagos here, he said he will use to do and pursue all the Igbos here and take over their property. She was not arrested. So why would the wife of a president, for that matter, to be seen in the public constituting? Let me just make it very clear here. I can never support that in order one. In his own, as a sitting governor with all the constitutional powers, have every right. You don't need to tell a governor to remove your mic. You have limited time. No.
But she's the First Lady.
But in the constitution, okay. I don't think that the constitution recognizes office of the First Lady. Yes. Even Buhari said that this thing is in the other room. Yes. You understand? They don't have constitutional this thing. But you can see the woman last time he gathered all the senators in Nigeria and they were drinking and eating dinner. So is that actually what is supposed to be? You can see the other day he went to nursing school somewhere. They shouted at her. All these things, it has brought some level of mediocrity within that position of excellency. That's what they call them. It's excellence. Okay, I don't know what to mean excellency.
But let's not forget that she's not Adeleke's. Adeleke is not a one so in the first place.
Mike, there's no justification for that.
No justification for that.
In all ramification, there's no justification for that. But it goes.
But the question is, must you dance every day?
But don't know that this man has been dancing since he was born.
Must you sing every day?
Bros, who doesn't know that even while he was contesting, he was dancing? What did the press call him? They call him dancing governor.
But that was a more serious event.
Bros, it is not a constitutional conference. Yes. It is not anything related to governance in the Osun State. This is purely a social gathering. And of course, in that kind of gathering, he has to exhibit all the talent of dancing. You understand? Dance any as you like. Because, boss, if you call this man to come and present budget now, you don't expect him to dance inside the house of us. Mike.
Can you trust Adeleke?
But I can tell you, I can tell you that that man you are seeing there that will not behave like Mondo Pobelo. They have already accused Mr. President. You are the one that removed the Jonathan. And up to now, if I were Bola Tinubu, we should not be tolerating some of these things. We should be able to bring a decorum, within the sense of positions of leadership. When they make this kind of, do you know what it means to accuse a sitting president? Then people brought terrorists that removed Jonathan. I'll pick him up. So you see now, yes, Mr. President is my husband. Agree. But Remi Tinubu has been known of, radicalizing her intentions unnecessarily. So, Mike, I don't think any human being, even though you are not comfortable with Adeleke, I don't think any human being should see that kind of a thing that actually played out. Okay, these are leaders. They are leaders. She's the president of all the women in Nigeria. No matter how you look at it, all the women, both those who are inside their mother's belly. That is the only role model everybody is looking at. But we should understand this very well. Me, I do not support that. That you start questioning the governor, and it is not a government function. If it is a government function, I would have looked at it also. But this is purely, a festive gathering, a more of a social engagement. That you created that kind of impression. If I were the man and I wanted to move to APC, well, I know the politicians have a way of reasoning. As a big man, it might not actually feel the impact because there's nothing. See, when you have money, there's certain things you overlook. Yes, you might decide to overlook it, but for people with greater ideology in their own principled way of doing things, I will not go to that APC that they are trying to move me in, because this is a clear picture that the woman that took Abio, took a speaker of the house, took all of them, to the extent they announced it publicly that all the senators in Nigeria should go and meet Remi Tinubu for dinner, and you can see all of them trooped out. While Nigerians are dying, there are no policy formation. There's nothing to show. There's no level of check and balance. Everything Tinubu throws to the Senate, they swallow it. But look at where we are now. Nigeria has become an embarrassment locally and other. See, ECOWAS, right off. AU, right off.
I'm still coming back to that. Let's get the reaction of Mr. Dancing governor. I won't call him a dancing senator, dancing governor. Yeah. Your colleagues have reacted to this development. It came up on Sunday evening, at an event in Osun State. It's still trending in Nigeria now. Now, is Adeleke dancing still charming to Nigerians, or is it becoming a distraction from important issues?
I think it is becoming a distraction to we Osun people, because this is not the right time for dancing all around. Complaining about the bandits encroaching Osun State, and the only thing Adeleke know now is to dance. I think the maturity has to be there. I can say it all over and over again. The maturity has to be there. And then you want to start doing. There's always a limit.
Are you justifying what the First Lady Remi Tinubu did to him?
You see, I will not really justify that, because he's a sitting governor, and that respect must be there. But I think an issue between the two of them. I can say wholeheartedly because as the governorship of Osun State is now, I think the trailblazers. I think the president's brother is interested in the seat on the seat out there, and I think what do you expect Remi to do? Is to just be gagging all other, citizens, all other candidates that want to come, and Adeleke is contesting likewise. But the chances of winning, that's why I don't know, because these people that are coming up, they are from APC block, and they are very closer to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I think it's dicey now for any one of them to say it will be the one,
Who is more superior between the First Lady and the governor of Osun State?
I think it's the governor of Osun State. But that's why I say the man has to respect himself.
Okay.
Yes, he has to place himself in a place of respect.
What can we do to stop him from dancing?
That is why the brothers, that is, I'm talking of the G, has to talk to his brother. That is not every places you get to that you keep dancing like, If you want to dance, go and join Jackson, what's it called? I think Jackson left a lot of competition down that you can go. And the funniest thing, his name is Jackson too. Part of his name is Jackson. Yes. So to me, it should not be disgracing Osun people. Anywhere you get to, you start dancing like, within the point or within the vote for you. But he's a happy man, but there's a limit.
But you used to call him a happy governor.
Yeah, you see, that's I used to call. You see, when everything doesn't have limits, when any engagement you embark on doesn't have limits, that means something else is. There must be a limit to all this is dancing, because it's more or less a disgraceful element to we or to Osun State. Because Osun need good governance now, and as it is now, all of them, they are into their political terrain now, because the state governors, this thing is coming up any moment from now. But what are they preparing for the citizen? What are they planning for the citizen of Osun State? And as I can tell you, the Aregbe Shola himself, the block is there again. I think Osun is in confusion now, as I'm saying, because these same people that I don't know, Aregbe has formed his own AD now. So the block of ADC is there, the blocks of Adeleke is there, the blocks of Omishore is there, because Omishore is still telling them they can use any other platform to get to where. So I think we are having a dirty politics in Osun for now.
If Omishore decide to start dancing like Jackson Adeleke, what will you say?
I think Mike Omishore is more mature. He's more mature, than what Adeleke is doing now. I think his brother should tell him the reality. It's not everything. Leave the dance for the Davidos. Yes, leave the dance for the Davido and get matured and get hit the ground on hit the ground running.
All right, in the comment section, Andrew Bujimi says, did Kunle call dancing a disgrace? All right, we still have people reacting to what Kunle is saying this morning. Udeze Chima says Kunle will support his Madam Remi Tinubu. He moves on. I talk Kunle, you are dash.
You didn't listen to me.
Anything they say.
Same way he acted to me. Udeze Chima, stop acting stop acting bigotry. You listen to people the same way. I'm not talking to you, please. Hold your please. You come keep your shop, keep your mouth shut, please. I'm not talking to you. Please. Come on, please. Listen to me. This is the same way. You didn't listen to him. He was a bit
Don't be trying.
Yes, somebody please. Please, you accuse everybody. You harass everybody. Everybody is a sinner. You appear. You appear. You are so innocent. You are the one condemning. You are the one learning. You are the one who know who is biased. You are the one who know who is tribalism. You are only wise a person. Where is the man? Where is the man? Can you excuse me? You are the one who is so an expression of opinion should not be seen as bigotry. You touch is not being done. Your own opinion. You touch is not being done. Okay, every time somebody reacts, I made a statement. No, Mike, let us use that. I made a statement here the other day. And I was making reference to the youth leader of Israel. I said that it's going to be this very man also reacted the way without knowing that there was quoting somebody from a Yoruba man that made a statement. He said I am the one. He said man. Yes, he said he said man. But I didn't want to react to that. The youth leader of Osun State, was kidnapped by the Fulani. Yes, he said the only one who knows. The only one who knows. And when he was kidnapped, when he was kidnapped, but I'm telling you for you to understand very clearly, that you represent somebody's opinion should not be seen or believed or be tied to the people. It's very wrong to say that, and I want to correct that information. Yeah, this is not a program where somebody's opinion is received as biased and bigotry. When you attack bigotry, it borders on the reality on ground, or not that person's opinion. Then well, I also made a statement that I'm very for the youth leader that was kidnapped by the Fulanis. And I quoted him on this. This very man you see here, come out again. I said, bigotry. How is it bigotry? No. You don't understand what I'm talking about. Please, let us understand this. I have to decide this on the whole. I have never for one day told say we are against a negative opinion that I made. You know, we have a different opinion what I said, and I begin to tag them and like ethnic this thing. There's a team made a statement that day. But that statement, I didn't hear because maybe he didn't get what I'm saying. That I was quoting a Yoruba leader, youth leader of currently now that was kidnapped by the Fulanis. And he told the whole world that the Igbos are not the problem in Nigeria. Why with Ayodele, we say that and that and that, and this position that what happened to Muslim the coming should not be seen as something of mockery. The video is there, and I said it here. This man ignited some sort of, attack. Because I'm just saying it. But you can go back and watch. I'm putting somebody now. When you go home, you can go and find out. That a youth leader of a Ile-Ife go and listen to the video immediately. Martin Namdekano was sentenced. So let it be very, very clear that at a point like this, where viewers are reacting to what they feel, should not be tagged as bigotry. Yes, no. Can you go and tell a Fulani man now that what they are doing is wrong? But every day we condemn Fulani here. But an African Fulani man, he will tell you that what he's doing is not wrong. How would you justify that? Nobody should harass our viewers, They have their rights. So, they are the people who know who is tribalistic. They are the people who know who is biased. They are our judge.
They are the only people that knows everything. But what I want to tell you people, stop harassing our viewers. They have rights for their own opinion. They have right to say something. We are here for them. Don't dismiss them from this channel. I beg you people. Be flexible a little bit. Everybody's in. It's only you people.
Mr. Mike, this channel. I haven't mentioned this because somebody on this channel. You are the anchorman from January to this point. About that, yeah? Yes, the one who mentioned it. Let him talk now. He's the anchorman now. Let him talk now. Let him answer because of Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, tell your answer. Let people hear the answer himself. He said no. Mr. Mike, you don't have the time. You have the time. You have the time. Mr. Mike, you have the time. Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike, what difference of what they're talking about? Mr. Mike, I'm not asking what difference of Mr. Mike. I'm not asking you. Opinion of a man. I am not talking about yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there. I'm going there. See, let us be realistic with what we are doing. I'm going there. See, calm down. Let me say something here. You see, when you are saying something, you say something in a politely way, in a material. See, when you say bias, that bias is a statement. You erase that statement. No. It's a you are going to lose money. You are going to lose money. Have an opinion. Let me tell you something. Yes, that's last week. I never said anything. I tried to handle it in the thing. Or maybe because you didn't understand me. But no, I'm just telling you. That statement did not come from me. It comes from the kidnap from the federal youth leader. You can go back and watch. When you are saying bias, division of scattering. It's a division of scattering. When you say somebody, see anybody have your opinion. Somebody can call you say, who are you? Why are you? Why are you? It's their own talk. Let anybody talk. But you know your own life. Don't take anything personal. You take something personal. You take something personal. You are of division. We are all one squad. We are one squad. What time is squad? Yes. Hello, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, why I said you know the Shima is biased. I don't cut now. See, and I don't cut. You unnecessary language. People condemn anybody. Mr. Mike, why I use that word bias for Shima is this. Mr. John. When I was talking, he didn't hear me well. He was talking something, and I said, Mr. Mike, this not hear me well. And I repeated myself again. And when Kule spoke, Kule condemned Tinubu's wife. That's where I got annoyed. He condemned Tinubu's wife. Listen. He didn't, and that's when you're asking the question, who is higher? Tinubu's wife or the governor? He said the governor is higher than Tinubu's wife. So there's no way he supported Tinubu's wife. There's no way he supported to. But when he related to us, he was portraying my statement in way. Somebody else came again. Who's your man? Yes, I'm good to it. Somebody else came again. Who's your man? It's something he did to me. It's what he did to him. So I have no choice than to tell him you are biased.
That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. Let's move down.
Okay.
Another topic. I think Tinubu's wife brought about all this.
Yes.
Round
okay. All right.
President Bola Tinubu met Fubara yesterday. Is there any reason for the meeting?
No, everybody knows that we are arming of the structures that are working against Fubara in Rivers State. You know, he's already there's a deep face-off between him now and the speaker over certain budgetary issues. Not only that, we are seeing this thing Fubara being held in a meeting where they have only APC governors. So I think the whole thing is beginning to open up very clearly. You know that Fubara need to understand very clearly now that even if it means him going to APC to take a proper stand, he should choose to over to APC if that is what they are actually trying to achieve. Because now I can tell you in honest truth, there is trouble in Rivers State. I remember a few days ago, go and look at all those. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. Any governor in Nigeria, especially from the south, that moved to APC, does watch that state very well. Akwa Ibom came under Fulani attack a few days ago. Rivers State came under Fulani attack a few days ago. Imo State, there's a Guantanamo Bay there now. They call them Tiger Base. Bros, a lot of things are happening. But if Fubara feel that Wike, who has taken virtually everything from him, and the president is watching, okay? The president is watching, whether they are in synergy or in agreement of whatever that is happening there. But I can tell you, no replacing democracy in Rivers State. I think some level of godfatherism, some level of political, kill and bury ahead of 2027. Because that Rivers State we are seeing, the whole entire structure now looks like it's in the hand of the APC. But Fubara should take note very clearly that it is better for him to die in the house of God, a sinner, than to die in the house of Satan, a righteous man.
All right, he was with the president in Abuja yesterday. Did the president summon him to tighten his control over River State politics or what?
Mr. Ike, if you check the local government election that was held when there was crisis, when out of about 23 local government, I started to be corrected. Out of about 23 local government, APC for the time won 21 local government, showing clearly that the grassroots is now being controlled by APC. The PDP governor. Okay. Anyway, so many PDP governor controlled by APC. That means UK has already played never sent to the house of APC people. Of course, he played the game with a master political gamer now. Now, what is left now? Only for is now left. It's just a story telling him that look at your foundation, look at your base. Where's your party there? Now we there. All the local government chairman there now people. If 32 or 29 or 23 APC, what must do can he pull? So if they are telling him, Tinubu may be playing 2 games anyway. They play one game is that he may as your previous governor like work presidency for me just as your governor did. Wike was a PDP. He delivered self for the PDP is in party. But we deliver the APC and deliver the presidency for APC. That could be one game. Or Fubara come in full force into our fold. But I don't know which one of the two he is playing with him. But it's not. If I win, I'll go home. I think towards it properly. My background, they are also surrounded by opposition party, the government. That is surrounded by them. Then at the same level, I'm PDP. Then where will he favor me to go to at this point? So maybe if you think APC will be it, really want to remain that. I think he really want to do this. Don't forget, Tinubu is actually working for the same presidential ambition. Now let's take over the state governor of the party of the state for APC. There's some presidential vote is what Tinubu is working for, and that's what Tinubu is. That's my conclusion. That's the first thing that reign paramount in the mind of Tinubu. Just as Wike did for him as a PDP governor, as he won everything for PDP in the state. When it comes to presidency, look, Mr. Fubara, your choice. It's me you must work for. That may be his. But so it is now clear for Fubara himself to know which way will you go. But the ways it is and not. I don't see anything to that to not think of maybe you should join the APC because I mean if you contest another election now, second time, would the APC would they deliver for him at the local government level? They won't. They won't deliver for him. As he's supposed to be concerned now. They come back. And APC has already gained 21 local government chairmen. Would they now work for PDP government candidates? of him? No.
All right, away from that. So we Nigerians, military men, are not doing their best, in terms of nipping the security situation in the world.
Yes.
But to U.S. Congressman, more
Man.
the talks they had with the Nigerian government is now productive. Is he genuinely impressed with Nigeria's effort?
My brother, when you watch the development here, and you know that their mission here in Nigeria was not about official visitation and sitting around the table with the Nigerian officials to deliberate on whatever they want to deliberate. They came high-powered delegates from US, came on a fact-finding mission. They didn't come to Abuja to celebrate with all these people and sit down on the round table. No, they went from places to places and be thoroughly convinced that this is actually what happened. Like, remember, as they are here in Nigeria too, it was a closed door resolution by all the senators in Nigeria that they are adopting a particular direction with all options on ground. So Ribadu and the rest of them should not think they are making that statement. Well, Nigerian press can throw anything, but when they get back to where they came from, he said it very clearly. Really more. Access, the department of the head of Department of War, Asset, made a very good, a clear statement. Ted Cruz, a former U.S. presidential candidate, a lot of these high-powered senators, U.S. congressmen, have already taken a decision. The world will not blame them if they decide. But I can tell you there's a report now that the U.S. Marine is already in Nigeria. And what it means is that Trump will not require, as long as the Senate, the Congress have given you a go-ahead, Nigeria can come, or the terrorists can come. And he said very clearly that even inside their mountain, inside under the cave we are hiding. I listened to the head of Department of War, headsets, when he said very clearly, the satellite, the American satellite, I see all of them. So because of the pressure so far, they removed Matawale, the world, what's it called, the Raman, Minister of Defense and all that. But these things are not just the fire brigade approach to this thing. They cannot deceive Americans unless the United States of America decide otherwise. But I can tell you that what Ahmed Tinubu should be embarking on now is not this kind of fair show of we are doing it. I've removed service chiefs and all that. But Ahmed Tinubu should be decisive, or Nigeria will go their separate ways. As simple as that. One. Remember, I said it very clearly. That's how I say it too, because it has gone to that. It has gotten to that point. Don't run to Macron. Leave Macron alone. Macron image is dying in France currently now. It has no less than 5% public support pool currently now. That Macron you're seeing now. Leave Macron. Look inwards. These decisions that are being taken now, and they are sending certain signal to you to sit up as the Nigerian president and said, enough is enough. Leave all these things you are saying. Look at the man that you said they appointed CDS now. Look at his statement recently, a few days ago. He said it's poverty that is bringing insecurity in Nigeria. You see, I told you. See, it's poverty that is breeding insecurity in Nigeria. We don't want that. We don't want to be hearing that kind of statement. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should know at this point in time that it is no longer funny. Okay? Throw away this federal government something, restore, decentralize power to all the 36 states. That is 1. 2, ban anything that has to do with religious law. That is 2. 3, if it is possible, okay, you are the one that sat down and wake up one day and said this national anthem cancel. Okay, rename Nigeria. It is not funny. Rename this country.
United States of Nigeria.
Mr. Mike, Yes, thank God. On this issue you bring up now, and if you remember, I told you there are two options: American, American, military, African command gave to American government. The first one, direct coming and be bombarding. Second one, sighting. Third one, collaboration. You can see what the more is saying now, that their talks with the Nigerian government has been productive. That means they have chosen the third option of collaborative option, meaning that means I'm not really now that they may not see come and come and attack. That they have chosen the way I'm seeing now is like the discussion they have with Nigeria military officials inside it and inside that is productive, meaning that they have seen some level of confidences, assurances in them. And not only that, if they go about this collaborative option, a lot of things will happen to our military. They will improve, they will assist them, aid will come in, so will come in, some other thing will come in and will support them in fighting this insurgency. So this third option that chosen, that's the option that chosen, third option. So collaborative option. Let Nigerian government military not miss it. Let them take absolute control of it and go with it. And give up.
So Mike, just before I leave, because I know that my time is already up, please, I'm sorry for just 1 minute. Mike, there was an attack in Anambra State, in one Catholic church in Anambra State. And the report had it that those people that organized that attack in Anambra State, in that church, killed a lot of people. And they are Fulanis. In Anambra State, they are Fulanis. You understand what I'm saying? This really more talking of production, productive meeting they're having with federal government. No, brother, go and underline that word, productive. It might mean the other side, it might mean the other side. Maybe, possibly, they are now convinced that it was a productive movement that revealed, because it didn't spend much time. If you were in Nigeria now, they would have moved to Benin, move around, and all that. Whether they are seeing proof or they are going to stay, and put the options on the table. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Michael, welcome to the program. Thank you very much for having us. How would you describe the display of Oluremi Tinubu, the First Lady, at that event held in Osun State?
That one is too tyranny, and to me, it's not necessary at all. But you see, politicians, they are almost the same thing. When the election is coming like this, some of them usually lay themselves on the ground so that the people of the power, people that can give them votes, we can easily walk upon them. I think that's what Adeleke is doing now. Because for me alone, if not, the moment I see that kind of a thing, I will drop my microphone and I will leave that place. I will leave that venue. Tinubu, go and hit you. So this is the one that they are crowning. Asiwaju, Yeye, Oodua. If I will go ahead with your installation and enjoy your thing, then I will call my entourage, then we leave that place. But because they are also looking for votes and they know the influence of others. Otherwise, look at how Ooni has been idolizing Remi Tinubu, for goodness sake. Yes, before this time around, Ooni made an good image of Remi Tinubu. What is because of what? The heroine of Ife, the Maremis, in fact, Awolowo image should have been in that place. That is it. Not Remi Tinubu. What have they done? Don't you see the situation Nigeria find themselves in the hand of our husband? So I don't know why Ooni is idolizing her. I don't know how much he's giving Ooni. It's the kind of people that make us to be confused. We don't know what to talk again. So it's not the fault of Remi. It is fault of Ooni that has been idolizing her, and so she thinks that this is my palace that I can do and undo.
But who holds more authority at a public gathering or public event? Is it the First Lady or a sitting governor?
It's the sitting governor. That's number one. What is the constitutional role of First Lady? I don't know that we can also get to this. I thought we have seen the worst.
I'm talking about the wife of Mr. President.
Who is she? Constitutionally, Google it now. Who is she? Who is the wife of Mr. President?
apart from that, everything has been corrupt in this country, and people, because of the way we see things, everybody does do everything we like. I don't know that we can still end up in this situation soon like this, because I could remember somebody that behaved close to this was Patience Jonathan, with the power drunk, and with boldness he can confront anybody, he can say whatever he like. But Remi Tinubu is even worse than Patience. What kind of intolerance is that? This is the best person to enter that ring. In fact, the man is there to talk about the 10 years of earning, and you being in store. You should be happy. And anybody that, I'm an artist, anybody that has this talent, whenever you want to talk, you can start with music, you start with song. So why should we say somebody that has talent should not display it? You said you give him 5 minutes. You don't know, maybe it's only that song you want to use the 5 minutes to sing. What is the problem with that? How can you say a book should not be back? How can you say a ram should not be doing headbutting? Everybody know now. Everybody know that it's a dancing couple. Give him that respect. This is how he treats his husband at home. If anybody disgrace her husband like this when he was governor, will he be happy? Everybody know how Tinubu talk. Tinubu will talk like somebody that something is even block, and somebody just say, okay, talk if you want to talk. Talk, but how will she feel at home? They're talking to somebody's husband like that in the public. I'm going to off the mic. I will just drop the mic, then I will get out of the place. Say, eat your event. To hell with you. That's what I will have done.
Mr. Vincent, you're an elderly man. I know you want to do justice to this. Let's look at the behavior of the dancing governor, Adeleke. Was it provoking unnecessary drama that day?
No. You see, he was there to also add color and respect to the traditionals too. Of me, Oni was celebrating his 10-year anniversary of being on that stool of his forefathers. And commonsensically, one will expect that he is the chief host. Adeleke, Governor Adeleke is the chief host. But the person, one of the recipients of the title to be given is Oluremi Tinubu, who happens to be the wife of the Mr. President. I think what she displayed at that venue did not go well to me. Is more or less, it can be turned along a kind of, is highly condemnable, because you cannot ship in the state governor, who is the number one citizen of that state, like that. I say you hold the mic. I mean, for crying out loud, even if he's so small, let's say he's not even a governor, he's your husband, but there should be a way you have to talk to him. Not giving him a public disgrace. I want to say, the way Oluremi Tinubu displayed that day was quite unwelcoming to me as a person. You know, I've said on this platform that you see, it's a sad commentary on our traditional rulers, because when they have chipping themselves in the hands of these politicians. That is why they are seeing what they are seeing today. Why will a traditional ruler that is also supposed to be the father or the custodian of the customs and tradition of a certain place will not shipping himself or the authority of that palace because of just a small pot of puri? I believe that for crying out loud, Remi has gone overboard in that behavior. I personally, I don't like. Remember, I also want to add this. You remember on the floor of the Senate, they also had a tango with Senator Dino Melai. That was to tell you that there's a saying that says that one might be a mistake, two is a culture. I think it further shows that is a culture that has been, our way of life.
What do you have to say, sir?
Yeah, I want to say that the governor being there to understand, aside from just that, the number one citizen of Osun State, where you came for your inauguration, even though as a recipient. You understand? Courtesy demands that, if you have a problem with the way, the governor
Sings
or
dances.
you think he's taking your time, there are protocols now. You can talk to somebody.
To speak
We
to
have
him.
master of ceremony now. You understand? There are ways you go about it, but the one she displayed was the height of disrespect. And I want to say, if you look at the Yoruba culture, it's synonymous with respect. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You understand? For her to display that kind of attitude, to me, was uncalled for.
To the extent telling the governor that she will switch off the mic.
Serious. I wish, like he said, it didn't even occur to me. He should have walked away. The person drop the mic. That will even score more political gain for him. Don't drop the mic and leave the place. It's your occasion. You understand? It's unfortunate.
Not minding that was over there.
Yes.
Which over when they are discussing it that you cannot intervene.
Everybody was there now.
But did you intervene on a sit down? Keep quiet because of that woman carry money bag. Honestly speaking, I'm disappointed at all. I'm telling you,
the office,
I'm not happy with him.
Her office is, we have an office that is unconstitutional. We keep spending billions, and then we see them getting drunk with power over time. An office that does not capture our constitution. You understand? And I think we need to do a whole lot, especially in a time where the president is doing image rebuilding. She goofed, and this will affect him as well. I think they need to have in Ethiopia. Larry Siasia has an advisor that almost go with, he sees himself as God then. So if you want to go, the advisor will tell him, you are human, you are not God. So I think some of these our leaders should have people who will be talking to them that you are human being. You understand? You are not God.
All right, in the comment section, Udeze Chima says, Femi, ask them how many times have people stopped people from singing on your mandate. We shall.
They will. So thank you, Mr. Odeshe. I wanted to even ask Oluremi Tinubu what Nigeria are enduring under the leadership of our husband. Is it up to, ordinary singing of 5 minutes? Do you know? Do Oluremi Tinubu, do you know what you are passing through under the administration of your husband? Somebody just want to take 5 minutes of just to sing on your occasion. That is the high level of intolerance. Very, very unfortunate.
I also want to make this as an added to what I have said. There was a time Tinubu visited, Oluremi Tinubu visited Delta State. They say, our mama did this. They say, don't even know the buy. Now your mama did. That kind of thing. You see, that's the height of not having a sense of belonging in the brain of those people. Because if she has been portraying herself in a very good manner, I think those people, the school of nursing, they will have embraced her. They will have welcomed her with both hands. But when you see things happening just continuously like that, it becomes a pattern, a way of life. I think you should refrain from that. I believe for people that knows what moral compass is all about, I think Oluremi Tinubu has not passed through that moral compass to be a judge of somebody who can manage a very good way.
All right.
Sorry, people as I as Oni is under the governor. Yes. Oni is only his local government that control every traditional institution in Nigeria. So Oni is under the governor. Who is Remi?
All right, Aboyaga says, Femi, like when you sleep well, eat well, and come here to give analysis. Well said, my brotherly. Well said, brotherly. Olawumi Yusuf says, Mr. Mike, we need more Femi at the stand. Clement goes on, Tinubu come to destroy Nigeria, and he's doing it. This is a fact. Remi acts as an immature woman leader.
Yes.
Very, very while Adeleke is gullible, dancing around the streets. GOA says Adeleke was being jovial, in my opinion, but of course the Tinubus must bring evil spirit to any event they attend.
Yeah, my brother, I greet you. Whenever you know your position,
You had color.
You always add color to it, and I like that.
So you hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Shouted like that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, PM says Kunle's presence on this platform is dash. You
are not God. And this is his own opinion. It's my own opinion, and this you guys should behave maturely, right? Yeah. Noted. That's okay.
This is the same Remi that openly insulted the Igbos. All right, we move down.
That's not that one.
GOA, very true statement from Mr. Vincent. It is a culture. Julius says Kule is the best analyst. Best analyst on this platform. Kule, you are the best analyst on this platform. Thank you. What do you have to say?
Thank you. Every people that recognize me, I give you thanks. God bless you. That's my own choice. I come to dish out. No matter how you like it, you may not like people like me, but I don't care. All God, like all God make me to be existing. No human being can go against me and diminish me. Noted. But they give you the best now. How do you know I'm annoyed? Why are you grooving? Tell me, why are you grooving? How do you know? I do see my mind that I'm annoyed. Nigeria. Nice one.
The best analyst on the platform.
Thank you. I don't know whether it's mockery, but
are you a Please, don't let all these politicians divide you. This is coming from Oluremi. Thank you very much. That's the man that donated 50,000 on Saturday in support of the Christmas party. Thank you so much, Oluremi. Let's clap for him. All right, we move on to Ant now. Of course, no disagreement. Only says the truth and gives intelligent analysis.
Again.
What do you have to say?
Mr. Haslam, I want to thank you very much, and I like your engagement. We just let's all keep doing what we know how to do, not blackmailing. We are not blackmailers. We say it the way it is, and we need to take them to where they don't want to go to. The truth is what we need to be saying.
All right, which you have been saying on the platform. Thank you so much, Mr. Kule. All right, God bless Kule, God bless Mike and colleagues, and God bless and lovers.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's quickly move down to Fubara and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You see, Mike, I mentioned here that when we saw the at-once in one of River State saga involving Fubara and Wike, I did mention on this platform that we should await at 2 in 2, and that is what is playing out now. And I equally did mention that PDP is in a mobile state, and I'm not a seer. I think most of my pronouncement on this spot has always come out to be the truth, and I cannot be my submission cannot be far-fetched from what is happening now. I equally did mention about some days ago that the APC haven't swept the larger numbers of local governments at the grassroots level in River State. I think they have already formed a kind of a footing in that state. And Wike, I said that he's still going to dance what I said, the dance of Makaba. And I'm not mistaken if I have said so. And I equally did mention that Wike's hand is stranglehold on River State politics is gradually being disengaged. Now Fubara is now being obedient straight to the paymaster, who is the #1 master, Tinubu. And with what is going on, I know Wike might be working under the curtain to see that those legislators that used to be under his gap can do the prying if Fubara does not want to tailor along with his way. And I want to say that for Fubara to have gotten that direct with Tinubu, it will be a hard call for Wike to say he wants to remove Fubara out of that seat, because anything that is going to happen in that seat must come from the center. And that is why I said that Wike should be prepared to dance his own dance of Makaba. And that's why I said that will now be at 3-3. That's the solution.
All right, according to reports, the meeting was of public concern, but it was held behind closed door. If truly it was of public concern, why did they do the meetings in secrecy?
It has to be done in secret because the Bible says and what they discussed behind the closed door is one of the cards that that we want to be revealed in the nearest future. Maybe Fubara will decamp to APC but I think I've been saying it sometimes here, and some people feel like maybe I don't know what I'm saying. I say if I want to play the game, if I'm Fubara shoe, I will first of all decamp to APC before Wike. It's Wike that couldn't decamp to APC that is doing, flip flap. If I'm in the shoe, I will say, okay, so this is what you are dancing around. Let me Kukumo do it before you now. Then I join the APC. Then I know that, okay, let's play game. Because look at the two different characters. Fubara is a gentleman. It's just little push that make him to be doing like this. When the battle is tough, he calm down. They put him in his place. You see the Wike is very, very tough in battle. The way they use Wike, they will not be able to use Fubara like that. Fubara will not have the charisma even to rig River State for them. The only person that can rig River State outrightly is that Wike. And the game of 2023 is what is still continuing. That River State, Tinubu need it, and after the exit of Wike as a governor, they still want to hold it against 2027. And who can do that? It's Wike. So the best thing, this one I'm trying to choose the best option for them is for Fubara to come to APC. Fubara cannot stay in PDP and win River State for APC. He will not be able to do that one. I'm very sure. So for them to be able to do that one, Fubara have to come to APC, and I think that's the best option for them. And Fubara himself to even have rest, because almost majority of members of assembly now, they are now in APC. And when you are in APC, I'm also in APC now. Oh yeah, now let's move on. Then you play the game with Asiwaju. Then me too. Let me go and play my card with Asiwaju. Let's see. Maybe I will be able to end my political journey well in that time. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, I want to say that looking at what is unfolding now, it has gone to show that declaring state of emergency in the first place was a calculated attempt to hijack, Rivers State. Rivers State in South happens to be one of the most sensitive states when it comes to voting. You understand? So I believe they must have done their permutations, and they know one of the ways to go is to capture Rivers. And then Tinubu took advantage of the loophole, as a result of the fracas between the Fubara and Wike, and he came in. Even though Fubara seems to be in a dilemma, if you ask me, you understand, both situations not favorable to him. But I think the only option left to him now is to defect to APC. He should have a discussion with the president. Because I look at Mr. Tinubu, when he masters strategies when it comes to politics, he does not betray, except for El-Rufai. I don't know why he betrayed El-Rufai. Anytime he says, do this, I will do this, he will fulfill his own part of the bargain. It's only when it comes to governance. But when it comes to politicking, you will see him fulfilling his promises. So Fubara should take advantage of that. He should go and meet him for a discussion if he has an intention to contest second term. You understand? Before he can now finally take his decision.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. James. Thank you. All right, we've spoken before. All right. How you doing, sir? Let's get your opinion. Let's have your opinion on Remi Tinubu at display at Osun State, in Osun State. Sorry.
Well, this is where I find idea that this is occasion they have, not party occasion. It is about the chieftaincy occasion. Now, being the governor of that Osun State, reality, they have already, what they are doing there is a dancer man. He loves music, he loves to dance. There's no occasion you will call him which will not respect, and which everybody, the indigenous of the land, know him very well. If they're the traditional rulers, know him very well. This is not in office. If it is in office, he will not dance. If it is in office, or talking about the reading of budget or other things about government, he will not dance. But this is a question, and he's supposed to refuse to bring that joy into it. And the citizen love it. But what the present wife did is not good. He said that the Yorubas expect elders, but Remi Tinubu, I do not say that respect on her. There's no respect. What she did is bad. Be a first lady. She did not respect herself. She is not respecting her husband being the president of the nation, number one citizen. Look at what she's doing. Clamping hand upon her husband. What her husband cannot do is what she is doing, and which is not good. This is why when let Buhari tell her wife say, your duty is in the kitchen, not in point. This is what.
See, God bless you. You see, in this situation, who the last kid will condemn the action of the first lady. You see, they are getting it wrong. See, we are coming to 2027. We see what is happening. If first lady of the nation, let's just say mother of the nation, no matter the situation, no matter what warrants you to that embarrassment to a sitting government. So what I'm saying here that their days are numbered, they are not popular anymore. So they are bringing their days outside, they are decreasing themselves more. Can you imagine Nigeria? The majority of Nigeria is condemning her. The other time she went to her state, her whole state, Delta State. They were singing. At the end of the day, some group came out and said, now your mama, see that country, see, you're supposed to be a mother of all. But because of the situation of ground, you cannot even tell your husband, you're not there, you say your husband is not the problem of Nigeria. He's not the fault of Nigeria. Okay, see what is happening now.
Still remember that.
Yeah, we remember because we are Nigeria. We must see yesterday and today and tomorrow. And then what we are seeing now, that those are number, they are not pullers anymore because they are not doing the reality. Their mother is supposed to see some. His governor wife is there. Embarrassment.
Mr. Governor Adeleke dancing. I like to see it. Yes, it makes all of us happy. And Yoruba land is a land of culture where you have so many musicians. And when a governor is dancing, it's not only dancing, he's supporting musicians all over the country. And everybody is happy with it. Stopping him and trying to disgrace him, you are disgracing musicians and you are even hitting our culture. Everything is not power. Everything is not presidents. Everything is not politics. There is a time when people will like also to rejoice. So, by doing this, all musicians all over Nigeria will not be happy. And it is those musicians that politicians do use them during their campaign. What else if they decide, as you have, disgrace Mr. Governor, rubbish music, whenever you call us on any occasion, we will never go. Politicalize any occasion, do it with your power and everything. We need music. We like to see, as I told you, a governor dancing. And moreover, there is something very wrong. The first lady comes from a family. If they disgrace your husband like this in public, will you like it? The answer is no. The wife of Governor Adeleke, I think she was there. Some of the children were there. And when you are doing this to their father, they won't be happy. And remember, the family of Adeleke, before being governor, is a family of music and musicians. Music is in their body. So he came up to make people happy and to rejoice with people. Why disturbing him? Why not allow him to do it? Dancing, is it a sin? Dancing is not sin now. Music is not sin. It is entertainment that pleases many people. If you go to United States of America, even in Nigeria, many musicians are considered more than politicians, because a good musician harm nobody.
Remember that until today, Nigerians still remember Anikelapo Kuti. Everybody consider him, Davido, Burna Boy, many of them. So by so doing, you are trying to insult music and music career of so many people.
All right, thank you so much, Asase. Okay, you want to address?
Yeah, a little bit.
You want to add to what we are discussing, right?
Yeah. They say when a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Now, for sure, everyone has a right to do whatever he wants, as long as it does not contravene the Nigerian Constitution. For instance, I want to ask this question: if this was Wike that did this thing, can she do something to Wike? Because Wike also dances when he goes out. In fact, Wike has his own band that he goes with everywhere. I don't you get the point. Now, can she do the same thing to Wike? See this governance of oppression in Nigeria. Now, if Adeleke was in APC per se, would that happen to him? No. See, Nigeria is for everybody. See, the president's wife is someone that is well respected. She's well respected everywhere. If not because Nigeria itself is a country where our law is only on paper. Where is the office of the First Lady? It's not there. But why does she go about doing such things to people? It is on a normal day, it is not fair. Not to anybody, but to Nigerians as per se. I will repeat this question: if this was Wike, can she do that thing to Wike? Wike has used song to mock people on stage, and they dance to it. Wike has used music. Wike has used his own band that he goes about with to intimidate people, and no one dares talk. So why is Nigeria the government for only the few people? So why do people do things without thinking of the aftermath effect? Now, how does she want the outside world to see Nigeria? Now they see Nigeria as a lawless country where a woman can step up onto. Let's forget about the office. This is a woman and a man. On a normal day, a woman should not do such a thing to a man. Even to your own son, you shouldn't do it. Why? Because he's an adult. Two, he has a right. Three, that was not his office. That was the function, for Christ's sake. It was the function. So he can choose to dance, he can choose to sing, he can choose to do anything he wants. It's outside. So he has a freedom of it. So how would you go and tell him to? Honestly, it is sad and it is painful. And until we Nigerians start to talk, see, Nigeria is a country of hypocrisy. When it favors you, you're silent. But when it does not favor you, you want to cry. But Nigeria, everybody wants to keep quiet. Why? Because it is not you that it has happened to. Now, how does he want that man's children to feel? How does he want people to feel? What are the man's wife? What are the man's daughters? For Christ's sake, this is not right.
What about his followers?
What about the followers? What about the state? Now, that's not only the respect to the governor, that's the disrespect to the state itself. Because the governor is an emblem of the state. So anything you do against the governor is against the state. For Christ's sake, he can't do this to somebody, for Christ's sake. He can't do it to Wike. He can't do it to another person. Why Adeleke? They should let him be. He's free to dance, whether in the office, whether anywhere. See, one thing we should know, that he's a joyful person. And once you are such a person, nothing bothers you that much. For Christ's sake, there are more things to focus in Nigeria. There are insecurity in Nigeria.
Somebody is reacting to what you're saying now, and it says maybe she was joking with him. They could be friends from the Senate. They were in the Senate together.
Now, how do you call such a thing a joke on the podium? See, a limit to where your joke should get to. There should be a boundary. When there's no boundary, and see, for instance, I can come up to you and say, please, my friend, go and sit down. We are outside here. See, there are levels where your friendship should get to. Not to the point of telling a man to keep, not even, see, if it was in the office that was on that, this is a public place, the podium, the whole world is looking at it or looking at it. It was everyone on social media. So how do you call that a joke? So that can never be a joke. Even if it was a joke, we would have known. Now, if you say that, if you see it as a joke, does the world see it as a joke? He said no. Donald Trump also dances when he goes to function. That's what they know as the world president. It's not the same thing. Who dares tell him to stop? Nobody. No matter whether joke or no joke. Even if they are friends, they should be limited to your friendship. Everybody has friends. I can relate with you in your house, in your office. Yes, nobody's watching us, but not in a public place. See, if not because it was shown on the internet, then it becomes serious issue. So it's a matter of security. So then you see whether they are friends or not. If you meet at the chambers, it's fine. If you meet at his office, it's fine. If you meet in his office, it's fine, but not in a public place.
Well, you said you disagree with him.
Yes, and, okay.
Stay.
Yeah. What is the point there now? That the wife of the president did what?
Told the governor of the state, Adeleke,
At what occasion?
an event, a function,
At a
coronation
function.
of Yeye.
Thank you. Let's watch the game that have been playing in this country.
Yeah.
Let's watch the game that have been playing in this country, where things will happen, and we feel it is right or it is wrong. We are dancing naked in the public place in the first place. Like whole Nigerians, because we see the truth, we will not say it.
So what is the truth?
We see the truth, we will not say it until that.
He was not naked.
The two of them are dancing naked in the public place, in the first place.
He was naked.
When I mean dancing naked, showing
was dancing naked.
two of them showing what is applicable in Nigerian systems. No. Wait, let me go. The bone of contention is what I'm talking about. The bone of contention, he said the wife of the president
was singing. Adeleke was singing at that function. I was dancing. And the first lady came to him, walked up to him, and told him that he had 5 minutes to give his speech. I get him now.
Okay.
After that 5 minutes or something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
He would switch off the microphone.
That's what I'm saying. We always dance naked. We always show our stupidity outside. How? Excuse me, let me come. Please, let me come. It's inauguration of I think
What inauguration?
coronation of the royal.
Just like
Okay, remembrance of 10th anniversary. Yes, actually, people that are there are invitees, and this thing is done in the governor's state. Yes or no? Yes. And the wife of the president have to be there, where Onis and other people are there. That is why I say they are dancing naked in the public place, showing their way of behavior.
Okay, exposing themselves.
Exposing themselves.
Expressing themselves.
Embarrassing people. Embarrassing themselves to the world.
Okay.
To the world. Because you cannot get things from dark and you show light.
I know what
Are you understand me? You cannot do right. And you go to the public, you must show right. Right. So that is the way God have to design people to show their
Who will you fault now? Who's at fault? Is it the governor or the governor that was singing wasting time? Or
no. See,
the wife of the Mr. President that walked up to the sitting governor?
You see, things, and there's spiritual rings. This happened in spiritual before it happened in physical.
What brought about spirituality to this?
Yes, because
I want to let me ask you a question. Is she the timekeeper? Is she the organizer of the event? So which means the same way you were being invited was the same way you were also invited. Now if anyone has to tell the time, it should be the organizer. You see this rascality has to stop. That was the same thing the letter went to Benin to install Yaloja in Benin. This thing has nothing to do with. Moreover, if you are saying that there should be an evidence outside, for Christ's sake, this was not a display of anything. This was just a man being himself. This is a man being himself. Adeleke, we all know him. Anywhere he goes to, he will dance, he will sing. That is him. See, people have talked, but the truth is that you cannot take a man's personality out of him. That is him. That is him. Wike is an aggressive person. You can't take it away from him. No, we are talking. So we are still, which means you have to accept it is human nature, for Christ's sake. You understand? It is human nature. So you saying that they are going to display their shame outside. It's not even true in the first place. Why? Because it was not a planned thing. He was only doing his own thing. Now you come to say, oh, you have 5 minutes. One, if you go for any function, there's always a timer in front, which means you will see the time.
There's even a master.
There's also an MC. Yeah. There's an organizer that will tell you, so okay, and they've given him his own time. So you have 15 minutes.
I've given you the time to speak. Don't interrupt me. So what I'm saying in essence is that if the president's wife is there, the president is there also. If the president's wife is in an occasion, he is representing the husband. Her say is the final.
Her say is the final.
Yes, in any occasion. No matter the office she's holding anywhere or any corner. No. Her presence there is final. Everybody must adhere to her. So that is why I say they are dancing naked in the public place, which is supposed not to be.
Who is more superior between the president's wife and the governor?
It's the president's wife. It's the president's wife.
She carries more influence than
the governor of the state. Wife. If you go to the barrack now, listen very carefully. The president's wife is also the president.
Are you talking as a former military man?
I'm telling you. I'm not biased, so I'm not in support of what he did. But what I'm telling you, once the governor comes in, once the president wife comes in, they will sing the national anthem for her on behalf of the husband, not for her because she has the office, but because she is Mrs. President. She can do whatever. To show her the exposure in the public place. So this is to tell you of what stuff they are built of.
Can I ask a question? No,
please don't ask me question.
Let me just ask the question.
Don't ask me question. We are not debating over it.
Do you know that Donald Trump's wife?
Listen,
question.
What will lead you to sin in America?
Nobody knows his wife. Nobody knows Donald Trump's wife.
What are you talking about? Are we running a?
How can you say?
With all due respect, the president's wife needs to knows protocol. You understand? At least he even came to the state governor, Osun State governor. He came to his domain. There are protocols you can send to the governor to resolve that issue. Not she is standing up. She is a pastor. He knows what it means.
Okay, you see what I'm saying now? She is a pastor and goes to a coach and a coronation. She is representing the husband.
No,
whether you like it or not.
I agree with you.
She is not representing the husband.
Most point of
hello, sir. Hello, sir.
She has allowed pride.
Override that. She went there on her own volition. She went there as her own person. There's no way. If the president wanted a representative, he has people to work with and represent him. So the president's wife does not represent him anywhere. She went there on her own because she doesn't have any office on the Nigerian constitution.
When the minister
you say she hired a governor. That's a fallacy.
Give me a chance. Let me speak. Let me go.
Who is the wife?
Please.
Hello, sir.
Please listen. When the governor of Kaduna State congratulated the minister for defense because the minister comes from the state, what did the minister say? That with all glory will go to the wife, who is a prayer warrior. He is a prayer warrior. Listen very carefully. And now, listen now. We are talking about occurrences, dancing in the public place. Dancing in the public.
So how does
with shame?
How does it have to do with everything you're saying?
With shame now, because under normal condition, as a Christian, you're supposed to humble ourselves.
So this is not, see,
as a Christian in the first place, you're supposed to humble ourselves.
Yes. You are not coming to what I am saying.
No,
you know the reason why I'm saying.
Excuse me now. Let me come. As a Christian, I'm the one addressing the issue now. As a president's wife, and the type of the way they came into the governance of this country,
that has nothing to do with
moral matters. He said he's a Christian, and a Christian who cannot humble herself in a public place means a lot.
All right.
That question,
thank you, sir.
Must be questioned.
Thank you.
I want to say something.
God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was a brilliant one, sir. All right.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Compliment of the season. Mr. Mike, I can see there on the 13 is sure want to do like Adeleke. The way he was dancing of December.
I said it now. The vehicle is already intact.
You shouldn't do like
the vehicles to
convey
people. Yes.
I hope you are talking today. You are not talking like our governor Pablo. You are talking that
I just came back from Ebonyi State. I went to all the states. First of all, let me greet our brother who are watching us. Good morning, everybody there. Let me observe the formal protocol and the protocol sponsor have done. I greet everybody there. My name is Lucky. Yaguda, do not be Lagos.
Do a song to Lagos.
I say my brother will cut me. I just came back from Ebonyi. I went on. I was 2 days ago. I arrived yesterday in the morning. Took night. Come back to night. Actually, I give hand to Ebonyi State number 1. I give Enugu second. Anambra down to Adeleke, down to Edo 0 on the road, and the town Ebonyi beautiful. So many bridges, tied, paint, design. I give them a hand. I think that's it. Okay. Anyway, what is the topic, sir? What's the topic?
Well, what I want to say is that Adeleke is the governor of Osun State. No matter what Remi Tinubu is, he has downgraded the governor of Osun State by saying, "Don't sing, just go straight to the point." It's an insult. It's a big insult. What I expected Remi Tinubu, based on his pastoral training, based on his senatorial training, based on how it is, you are supposed to send a protocol to go and give it to the governor of Osun State, rather than going there like a tata. I call him like a tata. He just went there. To interrupt him. He just went there and you're removing this. He doesn't speak well. Let's call a spade. What Mrs. Remi Tinubu has done. He should apologize to the whole Nigeria that the power he has got has intoxicated her, which is a stupid and useless thing. That's my own number 10.
I think in that area is that I did not blame the Remi Tinubu. I did not blame him. Do you know why? As a governor of the state, there is supposed to be a protocol put place, and an MC handling the program. Before the first lady get up, there must be lacuna there. Maybe the MC was not effective. Maybe the protocol was not again. Otherwise, Remi supposed to be. Hold on. Remi supposed to be called by MC, by the protocol. Introduce the president wife, not president wife taking the mic, directing the governor. Is wrong.
No, this is what happened.
It's wrong. Protocol must have been broken. This is how you do that.
This is what happened.
Otherwise, I don't see a president wife. You humble, because you are in that state. You have to respect the protocol of that state. But another thing is that you looking at Adeleke. He has don't know Adeleke mind where he's going. The only person remaining in Southwest they have not defeated, but the person is Adeleke.
No, there are 2 of them.
Okay, 2 of them.
Your state has not done.
Makinde is not going to. You can't wait Makinde. No way possible. They are looking at Adeleke. Don't forget Tinubu from that state. He lose the state last 2023. He has to win that state. But let me tell you, 2027, I just came back from Southeast and I know what they are saying. For him not to be in prison, automatically looking for solution of political way. If they like, let Tinubu do that, they are not going to give him vote. Let the governors and the aides vote for Tinubu. They are not going to do that. I ask questions to them. I go around. They say, Tufiakpa, what is Tufiakpa? So what I'm saying, Remi has made a mistake, but this is where we are now. Where we are now, what do we do for this remaining year? That is what we should be praying for. You know, see, sir, our roads are bad. You see, I encounter more than 5 trailers accident. A vehicle will just enter inside swamp because of bad road. We are very lucky. The car we brought accident because of bad road. They almost swap out inside the bush. But thank God, they control. I have the video here. So my brother, Remi, once you enter that restaurant as a pastor, you change. Tinubu who promised us heaven and earth today. Tinubu singing another song. So I don't blame Remi. I totally blame Remi. You understand? Hold on. Why I totally blame Remi is that number one, he knows that Tinubu is from that state. You understand? And you want to win people. You want to win people of Osun to look at the way he misbehaves. You know the style of Adeleke. When Adeleke gets to the pulpit, he must also sing. No matter how it is. Wait, hold on, sir. The way he took the mic, he just came and meet him. For 5 minutes. I gave him 5. What kind of insult is that? He has become the MC. No, what I am saying is that you understand? What I am saying, listen to that. What I am saying is very simple. The wife of the president has his own time that he's going to speak. But the way he just speaks, that's just say. I've encountered so many big men events. If Tinubu, the way they are saying, when he was campaigning for governor, in my coding day, they used to come. You have to respect yourself. Ali Baba will take over the man until they cut you, until you are gone before you can make speech. For you to be doing that, I'm telling you, he's angry that Adeleke has not prepared to APC. They never know where he's going. So for Remi has to apologize to Nigeria. To the Osun State and the whole of the people. That is it. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your contribution.
Thank you.
Our esteemed viewers engaging us in the comment section. We are very grateful. We appreciate your engagement. Now, don't forget that the party comes up on the 13th of this month. It's this week, precisely on Saturday.
On Saturday.
So, to those who have donated, to those who are encouraging us, I will say a big thank you to you. More donations are still.
Oh, thank you. And before Saturday, I'm going to do comedy. I will mention my voice clear because I don't know whether it's the Christian Winke that want to give me this. I'll try to make sure that I take lemon and something to clear my voice. I want to make comedy because I want to thank God. You must thank God. That is it. To be alive. That is it. You don't forget we have 2 people or 1 person who lost last year. That was the name MC Grammar. So please, I want to thank our viewers who are supporting us, and I want to thank our chairman who is our anchorman, a young man looking strong every day. Very soon, I told you are going to get an office. We have like this NPA or whatever. Get an office. This guy is your limit, and I believe you are trying to have it now. And this party, we are inviting our brothers and sisters in abroad. Please join us on the camera where you are there. Amala, we are going to serve you. We send DHL to you there. You receive it. Please, thank you as a supporting us. Thank you very much. Mr. Lucky, tell me very much. I want to tell Mr. Lucky, please, can you invite Edo State Governor so that he will also be part of it? I don't want Fubara to come there. I don't want Fubara to come there. No, the man is not doing well. I want Edo State. Oh my God. These are passive purpose. These are to pass purpose. You got the pass inside Benin. They will not kidnap us. Oh my God. I'm telling you. They are not kidnapped. Thank you, everybody. I was inside photo. I have to dress so that go. They will not fire.
Oh my God. All right,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We love you.
Tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Stay safe.
You don't do well. As a president wife, let them do protocol. MC. The respect from there. But